You know that feeling? You've got an injury and you're just stuck waiting for it to heal. But what if you could actually take charge of that timeline? Today, we're going to dig into the science of how the food on your plate can seriously speed up your body's recovery process. It's so frustrating, isn't it? Just waiting for a sprain, a cut, or even a broken bone to get better. But what if you had way more control than you thought? What if the secret weapon was right there in your kitchen? All right, let's frame this with an analogy that makes perfect sense. When you're injured, your body is basically a construction site, and it's working 24/7 to repair all the damage. And, like any construction project, it needs two critical things: energy to power the work and the raw materials to actually build with. So first up, let's talk about the fuel. You might feel like you're just resting on the couch, but inside, your body is running a marathon. The energy it takes to heal is massive, and that means you need more fuel. In other words, more calories. And the amount of extra energy we're talking about here is, well, it's pretty staggering. This isn't just a small bump in your appetite. For a significant injury, some guidelines recommend 30 to 35 calories for every kilogram of your body weight. So for a 175-pound person, that could be up to 2,800 calories a day. We're talking about needing a whole extra meal's worth of energy just to keep the repair crew going. And here's why that's so crucial. Calories are the power source for your tiny cellular construction workers. Getting enough energy from things like carbohydrates means that protein, our main building material, doesn't get wasted by being burned for fuel. It lets the protein do its real job: rebuilding you. Okay, so the power grid is online. Now, the construction site needs its foundational supplies, right? The raw materials. We're talking about the big two here: protein and water. Think of protein as the literal bricks and steel of your body's construction project. It is absolutely vital for building new tissue, for creating new blood vessels to supply the area, and for making collagen, which is basically the scaffolding that holds the whole repair job together. And getting enough is so, so important. You can find these essential building blocks everywhere, from meat, fish, and dairy, to amazing plant-based sources like tofu, lentils, beans, and nuts. The goal is just to keep a steady supply of these materials coming to the worksite. Now, you can have all the bricks and steel in the world, but they're totally useless if you can't get them to the site. And that's where water comes in. Water is your fleet of delivery trucks. It transports all those vital nutrients right to the wound. But if that delivery system breaks down, the entire project just grinds to a halt. Seriously, dehydration can be a major roadblock to healing. So keep an eye out for these signs: feeling tired, having dry skin, or dark urine. That's your body telling you the delivery trucks are running on empty. Okay, so we've got power and we've got our main building materials. Now it's time to bring in the specialists, the micronutrients. These are the vitamins and minerals that handle all the highly specific, supercritical jobs that make the whole project a success. So let's meet the crew. You've got vitamin C. Think of it as your master mason, essential for producing that collagen scaffolding. Then there's zinc. Zinc is kind of like the foreman, directing the creation of new skin and running the immune system. And hey, if you've got a broken bone, calcium and vitamin D are your expert welders, working as a team to repair that break. And look, this isn't just a nice theory. It's backed by solid science. A recent study put it really plainly: functional recovery and fracture healing are greatly improved by targeted nutrition. In other words, food is medicine. And check out the real-world impact of this. That same study, they tracked patients with bone fractures. The group that got targeted nutrition healed in just 8.4 weeks. The group on a standard diet took 10.6 weeks. That is more than 2 weeks of your life that you get back just from focusing on what you eat. Wow. So you've got your crew, your fuel, and your materials all lined up. But every good construction site is at risk from saboteurs, things that actively try to wreck your progress. And when it comes to healing, there's one major culprit we need to talk about. And the number one saboteur is excess sugar. Now, our bodies need some sugar for energy, for sure, but a diet that's high in processed sugars can actually start dismantling your healing efforts from the inside out. I mean, just look at this comparison. Too much sugar actively reduces your collagen levels, it weakens your immune system, it promotes the wrong kind of inflammation that gets in the way of repair, and it can even stiffen arteries, which slows down those vital delivery trucks. It's a total project wrecker. So, with all of that in mind, how do we actually put this into practice? Let's lay out the blueprint for a plate that is literally designed to help you recover. Honestly, the best approach is always food first, and this simple visual guide is a fantastic blueprint. It really emphasizes a balanced mix of all the key players: protein, grains, fruits, and veggies. This right here is your foundation for healing. So let's just quickly recap the whole project plan. Number 1, prioritize protein, your bricks and steel. 2, stay hydrated, keep those delivery trucks running smoothly. 3, eat the rainbow, a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables. Make sure you have all the specialists on hand. And 4, limit sugar and keep those saboteurs off your construction site. So remember, healing isn't a passive waiting game. It's an active process, a rebuilding project. And the food you choose is the single most powerful tool you have to manage it. Your body is already hard at work. The only question left is, how are you going to help?
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're exploring how what you eat can supercharge your body's recovery process.
So, can food actually speed up your recovery? The answer is a huge yes, and it's simpler than you think.
You see, healing isn't just waiting around. It's like a construction project. Your body is actively running.
This means your metabolism kicks into high gear, so your normal eating habits probably won't cut it.
First up, protein. Think of it as the actual bricks your body uses to rebuild and repair tissue.
And the great thing is, you've got tons of options, from meat and dairy to plenty of plant-based sources. Carbs and fats, they're the energy crew. They make sure the protein bricks are used for building, not for fuel.
All right, let's talk about the specialized tools. These are the vitamins and minerals that speed everything up.
Vitamin C is the site formant, but here's the catch. Your body can't store it, so you need it daily.
Luckily, it's super easy to get from all kinds of fruits and vegetables.
Then you've got zinc, the specialist. This mineral is all about making new skin and closing up wounds.
And you don't have to look far for it. It's in everyday foods like meat, cheese, bread, and seeds.
And this really works. One study showed targeted nutrition helped patients heal bones over 2 weeks faster.
Wow. But what good are all these nutrients without a delivery system? That's where water comes in.
Seriously, water is the transport network. It gets all those building materials right to the job site.
Now let's talk about what to avoid. The big one here is sugar. It can really sabotage your recovery.
For one thing, it messes with collagen production, which makes your skin weaker and more prone to infection.
It also fuels inflammation and weakens your immune system, making it harder to fight off germs. Not good.
And on top of all that, it can reduce blood flow, slowing down the delivery of all those good nutrients.
So it boils down to this. You've got your healing accelerators, and then you've got the bricks.
So what does this look like in practice? Well, the food-first approach is definitely the way to go. The My Plate Guide is a fantastic visual. It shows that great balance of fruits, veggies, grains, and protein.
So think about it. By focusing on these key nutrients, your next meal can be your most powerful tool for healing.